Oh, CreepOnJune's here. Sorry, don't know what came over me then. Hello you lovely people, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. A big hello and welcome to those of you who might be joining me for the first time because of CreepOnJune. My name is Kirsten, this is Berry Art and Craft, and today we will be CreepOnJuning, and we're going to use Tracie's fabulous kit to make this. Before I go any further, I just want to say a big thanks to Tracie for all she's done to make CreepOnJune happen this year, because it's been a bit hectic for her. So I'm delighted that she's done it, and I'm delighted to be part of it once more. What I have made, what you're about to see, I have made over quite a period of time, and I would normally have done this as a series of things, but because it's for CreepOnJune, it's just been done in the one video. So if there's information that isn't there about any of the particular aspects of the make, please ask in the comments down below and I will try and explain it to you. And if I can't explain it to you, I can do a wee shot to show you how that bit was done. If you're not already a member of Tracie's Facebook group, please go over and join that. It's the Foxy Crafters, and there you can see everybody's makes, because not everybody's on YouTube. So you'll see other people's makes and ideas for this fabulous kit. So let's get on, shall we? This is how it started. This coming up is how this year started. Go on then, Kirsten. Edit it in. This year, Tracie has got a fabulous kit out, Once Upon a Creep. As usual, there is a host of collaborators. The calendar, which you can see now, and there's a link to down below. If you click that link down below, it will take you to that calendar on Tracie's website, and then if you click on the day, it will take you to the collaborator for that day, and if you click on today, it will bring you right back here. So come here and see what I'm doing. The kit this year, it's fun critters and things that are, it's like they're going to a Halloween ball or something, because they're all dressed up as zombies and vampires and people from the Tales of Grimm. This is the tutor page. I've printed this bit of the kit, tutor page, so you get an idea of these critters that are, and then these ones are photo page. We've got some more of these fabulous tags that Tracie started doing. I just love these ones with the words around them. This is the freebie. I'm going to just pass by that for a second. As well as those, we also have some of those words. These are phrases from the Grimm's done, and some of them are on coffin shapes, some of them are more on kind of tombstone shapes. We've got these little square ones, and you'll see more of them in a bit. There's pages of words. We've got some of these great folded tags that Tracie does. We've got some coin envelopes. There's some more folded tags. We've got some flags. We've got some tags, some more tags, and that was a misprint of the envelopes. There's boxes as well, so I'm going to talk about them in a wee bit, and there's other bits that I've already cut up. There's lots more words and things that I've already got in here. I'm going to move these bits out the way. The freebie is available on Tracie's Ko-fi shop, and I'll link that down below as well for you. And it is 4 pages. These 2 pages, box top and box bottom. This page, which is actually like that, I've cut a bit off that, we'll get to that in a bit. So we've got these 2 lovely tags. Definitely going to see again, you could use them at any time. And these with the kind of Hessian look on it, which are bases for this. And then this page, so you've got a tag, a couple of the critters, and some little embellishmenty things to put on your tag and on your suitcase, because what Tracie has done with this freebie is she's made this a suitcase, which is why there's a slit there and this bit. If you want to do what I'm going to do, you can use this, even though this is technically a suitcase, you can use this to do what I'm going to do. This is the bottom of the box, and this is the top of the box. And it doesn't have these bits here on here. Okay? And I'm going to link Tracie's video of putting this box together so that you can actually watch somebody take you through step by step. I'm just going to give you some wee hints and tips. First of all, this is 320 GSM, £64, and the box doesn't fit together if you use thicker paper. The tabs fold up and you fold in the sides over that, and you do the same that side. As I said, watch Tracie if you're unfamiliar with this, because she'll give you a full tutorial going through it. And you fold that flap in. The other one, you've got the flaps folding up the side, only on one side, and you fold that flap in. And then these two, this becomes the lid of the box. Now the thing is, because this is thicker paper, it doesn't actually now fit on there. You can kind of manipulate it on a bit, but it's because it's thick card, you've got all these. Now I know I haven't burnished these all the way down and they would be a bit flatter, but having made a lot of this kind of stuff in the past, I know this is never going to actually fit together without it being trying to get it open. So I suggest you keep to a lighter weight cardstock when making this box. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm not making a box. This is the one I have done, and it's all made up. It's all inked up. I inked up every single line and crease and everything. It's all inked up, and after I inked it up, I put it together, but I did something before. I cut down here and down here. Now, if I thought about it sensibly, what I would have done was I'd have cut these two flaps off at that stage, so I had two that looked the same. Because what I've done is, I'm just going to open this up, I've turned it into a boxed journal cover. These bits are from the freebie. These Hessian bits are from the freebie. There is bases in the main kit, but I decided I wanted to use these Hessian bits, and what I'm going to do is that's going to be a hidden spine in there. As I said, go to Tracie to see actually how to build up the box. She'll give you a lovely tutorial all the way through. But I want to decorate this box now, and I've already picked out some pieces I think I'm going to use, although I don't know quite how I'm going to use them. I've got some extra wee bits there, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this hand on here. We'll come back to the hand. We'll come back to the hand. I quite liked him because I felt like, is he one of the Brothers Grimm? Could I put him on the back of the book? Like, you know, they have in the back of the book a wee bit about the author? I need two of them. So I'll see if we can get that, but that's what that's for, because this is a library book and we've got this fabulous library card. This is a corner of this card, and I'm going to stick this in here as the pocket for the library card. I've already inked it. We're going to come back to that card because I do feel it needs a bit more, but for now we're just kind of doing the kind of making sure the box is looking as we want. Now, I liked both these for the front. I also liked the idea of using just this bit I didn't want to use this whole card because it's a bit big out. That's why I've printed these cards smaller as well. It's a bit big, and it'll be big for inside as well. But I did think I could use just, I might actually, suddenly having a thought, I might put it along there. But I want something behind this. These are too small bits, these bits. Let's see. Get my big bowl out. And I forgot to put you back on. I've been, but probably just as well because you didn't really want to see me auditioning bits of scrap paper, fabric. But I then came across a bit of suede, and I just thought that would be really good. We need to rough it up a bit and just make it look a bit more worn and tatted, but we can do that. But I just think we just wrap it round a bit like that. It kind of matches this colour, rusty colour that's on the thing, and I just think that would make it fab. So what we're going to do is, it's not very straight, but I'm just wondering, does that matter? I don't think it does matter. It's got there's a bit of glitter that's caught on it somewhere as well, but I'm going to get I don't know where my thingy one is, so we're just going to use this one. Okay, that was frayed burlap. I need to leave it to dry. I've been distressing this some more. I've put some gold along it that's worn away in places, and I've put Grimm with a drip of blood down there. So that was me just continuing what I was doing. I put in another couple of coats of frayed burlap, which actually made it a bit lighter. That's these kind of lighter shades. And then these darker bits, I took some burnt umber ink and painted them on just so there was a bit more contrast. I wanted this to kind of look like it was the folds and the book had been opened and shut and opened and shut. So that's that bit done. Did I do something else? I thought I'd done something else. Oh yes, I'd done this. I've stamped this. Is a decline stamp. This comes from Tracie Fox's stamp kit, her original ones, which you can't get any longer, so there's no point me telling you about the details of them. But that's this decline stamp, and lots of dates of Vamp. Who's Vamp? Vamp trying to get this book out of the library and failing. I've still got to do another change on that yet, but I need to decide what I'm doing for that before I can do that. I think I forgot to show you this last time. This is for the centre for my 5 signatures to go in. That's that. Now the hand. I've also decided what I'm doing with the hand, because I really wanted the hand as a kind of closure, but not a closure, it's just something to kind of hold and hold. But I wanted it to look like it was coming out the box by itself, and it wasn't going to work because of the angle and stuff and thing. So what I did was I took this other box in the thicker paper that I've done and cut out the same panel from that box. Now I know it doesn't matter much because you're going to put it on top, but there are kind of joints stuff, and it means that the colours are roughly the right. And then I cut through a hole And I'm going to put the hand in that hole. Let me just try and open it up a wee bit more, just because you can still see the paper underneath, so it doesn't matter. And at the moment it's very cut rather than having been kind of grasped out. Just put a little bit more. So the hand is going to go in there like that, like it's coming out. And in the freebie, one of the labels for the suitcase is I came back from Grimwood, and I want that hand to be so, oh, you came back from Grimwood, oh dearie me. It's just slightly too big, so I'm just going to trim it down. Because I need to trim it down the sides, I'm also going to just cut all the red off, and that actually might make it the right size actually, but we'll see. I'll cut all the red off, and if I need to then take the sides off the triangle, I will. But this might make it fit. So I think this is supposed to be a jolly thing, you know, holidays, I've been to Grimwood, I'm back from Grimwood, but in this case it means something slightly different. Whoa. Yeah, that's going to fit on there now, without me having to do anything else to it. So let's just ink that up and stick it down. And then we'll stick this on the side. It does look like it's coming through the box now, doesn't it? So that's that. Oh, this is the other thing I did. This one here, I printed these down, like I said I was going to do. And what I've done is these are both the same size, but to differentiate them, I've added red to his coat, I've added green to his waistcoat, just with a pen. And if I just make him slightly lower than that, although they're the same size, your eyes do an optical illusion that it looks like this one's younger than that one. So I need to get some, I might just but that go in the back as the biographical notes of the authors. Now I'm just going to take the library card out at this stage, and you'll see for why in a bit. These are the bits I collected together for the possibilities for the front. I also did wonder about him at one point, but I'm less inclined towards him now because of having done this. I think it's definitely more kind of a book. I want to get that idea of an old book. So what I want to do is oh, was that what I thought? Is that what I thought? And then we could have that down as a secondary title. This is Grimwood and this one is Little Creep Legends. Yes, that's what we're going to do. That's not being used. So I'm not going to use these ones. I'm not going to use that. So that means we need to find Little Creep Legends, the one here. Oh, it's already got Little Creeps Legends and Lore. What am I like? But the author is Monroe Backhard instead of Grimm. So let's, I can't believe that. Were you shouting at me then? No, it's not done because I don't like the fact it's so. I just need to it kind of, it's been taken in and out lots of times. New card needed. File with others on top shelf of storeroom. Watch out for the creaky floorboard. Dot dot dot. Don't say you weren't warned. And we'll clip that on here somewhere. Maybe we'll clip it on the back. Clip it on the back like that. And that can go in. And then there's writing space on the back there as well. So now I want to, first of all, I want to turn this from a tag into a panel. So let's just chop off the top. I don't think I want to stick that down yet. I want to let them set a wee bit before I cut them off. Let's just do a bit of tidying up. Red thread and one in there. So this is now my signature. So we have this one, which is a file folder that I have put the gussets on. Here is this here. This one here, and this is Electric Edges CMS 399, and I've stamped that in Memento's rhubarb stock, my favourite colour from Memento. I just love it. It's just such a nice shade of red. It's kind of got a bit of bluey in it. So I'm now going to stick this down and this down. And that first signature is now a file folder, but it's a file with a gusseted pocket there. So that's still got to be dittified and filled. This is a coin envelope where instead of the flap coming over the top, I've stuck it down there, put a notch so that it will have a top loading something going in there. So let's just stick this down. I'm just going to smudge that to the edge so that we don't have a gap showing. Make sure it doesn't go in the way and stick together the envelope. And in this one I'm going to just put a bit of micropore. There's already a bit of micropore because I made a mess with the hole. I'm just going to put another bit of micropore over that just to make sure it stays nice and secure. And we'll shut down this one. So that's now, oh, that's not gone down very straight, has it? There we go. Oh, it's because that hasn't gone over properly. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. So there's that one, and that needs to be decorated and needs something to go in the pocket. Then here's our little Creep Legends that keeps on. It got folded over when it was in the thing, and it keeps on wanting to fold over again, so I need to put down a bit of glue underneath it, but I don't want to do that until I've finished, so I can leave it open like that. So here's Vamp. Then we've got this, the envelope, which now it just looks like it's a tree coming down rather than a tree going up and being at the wrong angle. It now looks like it's a branch coming, kind of a nice spooky branch hanging off a tree. Stick the envelope together. There we go. And because this pocket's going that way, I don't need to reinforce it like I did when it's going down that way. It could catch in the thread, and that's the same with that one. It's not going to catch in the thread going in that way. And that needs its closure and some decoration done and something in it. And this is the last one, which doesn't need anything done because it's going to end up having a tuck or a belly band or something in there. So that's those. Let me now stick that in here. I've got this. Now, you saw me doing danger earlier on. This way, wrong way. Creep on, nothing to, so creep on, you know, on you go. Nothing to see. Don't do it. Danger. This scarecrow, it's very clever. Scarecrow is, oh, hold on. What is it he's trying to stop us? There's something here, look. There's something sticking out here. What is this? Oh, it's a door. And the door takes us down into the kitchen. And down here there is a Grimm family bone broth recipe. Oh, This looks like it's been in the family for generations. 3 to 4 pounds of bones. Children's bones are more tender. Half and half best. Add vegetables such as onions, carrots and celery. 2 full bulbs of garlic, and the 2's been crossed out and 6 is there. More to help ward off the vampires. I wonder if there's been problems with vampires then. Black peppercorns. Plus 3 juniper berries. Yeah, okay. A couple of bay leaves, and fennel improves the smell. Well, yeah, I can imagine 3 to 4 pounds of bones if you're going to start cooking it, which I would imagine that's going to happen, is going to stink somewhat. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to help draw the goodness out of the bones. Put all in a cauldron and just enough water to cover. Bring to a slow simmer, skimming off any foam during the first hour. For best results, simmer all through the night and next day. Obviously, that's quite important, seeing it's been marked up. Strain through your cheesecloth. Oh, wait a second, there's something else underneath these rings here. What does this say? Feed strainings to pigs. Chook won't eat. The evidence pigs will? Recipe note: for extra flavour, add a little blood. Oh no, is that what those rings are? Do you think those rings are blood stains? It's all kind of, what's this say? 3 weeks till truly funky. Oh, okay. There's a bad rip here, isn't there? Oh, and it's been mended. Oh, there's stuff written on the back here. It is said the family first made this to celebrate the death of Wenceslas IV. He would come and hunt in the woods on the 26th of December. King Wenceslas! So there were always lots of bones around, so that's, oh right, okay, that's kind of slightly odd. Oh, what's this? He killed great uncle Boris. Boo. Jack, aged 3 3/4. But why is that recipe hidden, I wonder? Why is it hidden? I better put it back in case anybody discovers I know where it is. I would have normally been in several videos. Today you've just got one video. So I've now finished it, but the making of the inside bits I've not filmed for you. If there's anything you want to see, like I said at the beginning, then please comment down below and I can still show you that. I'm now going to do the flip through, and with the flip through there's a bit of a story. We start with Rapunzel. The story of Rapunzel is this miller said that his daughter could weave gold from straw. And he boasted about it down at the tavern, and eventually the king heard about it, and the king demanded that the daughter come and weave straw into gold. And of course, she was locked up in a room in the castle and she couldn't do it. Until Rumpelstiltskin came to her aid. But the king was greedy and demanded more and more and more gold, and Rumpelstiltskin kept on helping, turning the straw into gold, and for his help he traded with the miller's daughter. Firstly a necklace, then other things. Before it got to the stage, he asked for her firstborn child, and wanting it to all be over, she accepted. Now the Grimms would like you to believe Rumpelstiltskin is the baddie of this tale, but is he? The Grimms also write their stories like the witches are the baddies. But the witches aren't really the baddies. The witches are very aware of what is going on. They're aware of what's going on in nature, and they're aware of what's going on among communities. The witches would have known the truth of this Rapunzel story. And why would anybody want to hide the truth? Well, you see, it is a bit like this. If the truth was out, that the witches knew, the king was a monster. And the miller was a critter caught up in pride and vanity and trying to be better than he was, and a monster king who just wanted it all because he was powerful and he got what he wanted. And stuck between the two was the miller's daughter, who doesn't even get a name. And so the Grimms tell the story of when the babe was born, Rumpelstiltskin came and was chased away. The details are this. The king was happy for Rumpelstiltskin to take the child because he saw this a fair exchange for the money. For to try and stop the child being taken, the miller's daughter told the king the truth. And the king thought to himself, I could have yet more gold if I have this creature locked in a tower. The miller's daughter didn't like the fact that Rumpelstiltskin had come for her child, but she acknowledged he had helped her out, and now she felt bound to do the same, for she did not want the king to catch Rumpelstiltskin and for his end to be like ours. So she took a shoe and threw it at him. And as he headed out the window to avoid it, he thawed and shape-shifted into a crow and got away. The king rushed through the window to see the scene, and as he looked out, the miller's daughter fled with the child. That, dear viewer, is the truth of the story. Let's move on to the next card. And in this next card, we've now got our little legend, which is from one of the tombstones. There was once an old castle that stood in the middle of a deep, gloomy wood, and in the castle lived an old fairy. There we go. And here we have Rapunzel, who doesn't want to be called Rapunzel any longer, but Vamp. And isn't it interesting that the story of Rapunzel was she was in a tower? And the story is, it was a witch that kept her locked in that tower, but a prince came along and saved her. However, the truth of the story, it wasn't the witch, it was the king that had her locked in that tower. The king that had her locked in that tower, spinning gold out of straw. For the miller's daughter's name was Rapunzel. And in this card we have some charms. We've got a mask so that if she goes out she can hide. We've got a fish bones to comb her hair, and we have a death skull moth. And the death skull moth was brought to her by a bat. A bat that kept her company during the evenings, and they became such great friends, for this bat was also a vampire. So when Rapunzel escaped the tower with her child, it had been the bat that had helped her. And she was now safe. And she was with the bat, as the vampire, as our friend, nothing more, down by his lake that was eerie and scary and spooky when no one else dared go, and had a coffin for a boat. And there they plotted and they planned until the day came. And on that day, this is what transpired. The king, for this is the king, for this is the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, somebody who does not like children. So this is the king, and that's why he's got his lollipop. Wait till night comes and you will soon learn how to shudder. The king will be visited on this night, and the king will know his end on this night for all that he has done. And here is a Princess Rabbit. And the Princess Rabbit is the king's new love interest. He plans to marry her, and to show off his affection, he gives her the shoe that Rapunzel had thrown at Rumpelstiltskin when she was chasing him away. And this shoe is now bewitched. And the Rabbit Princess was forced to step into the red hot shoe and dance until she fell down dead. But what had the Princess Rabbit ever done wrong? Haha! Remember, Rumpelstiltskin is a gift shaper. This is no princess nor no rabbit. This is Rumpelstiltskin trying to get the king. And so, dear viewer, the story nearly comes to its end. Rumpelstiltskin and the king have met their end, but there is still one character that we do not know. Well, or is there two? Down in the kitchen is where the miller ended up with his brother who was the chef. And it was his brother Boris who wrote this recipe. Was the king Wenceslas? And who was Jack? Was Jack Rapunzel's son? Thank you so much for watching. Links are down below. You take care. Bye for now. Keep crafting.